You want me to do this introduction for you?
Sure.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, this is...
Welcome to Tyberius Gaming. This guy is Tyberius.
And this guy's Brew.
Brew Chimera cosplay, whatever you want to know me as. So we have an interesting thing for you all. So he is going to be playing some games, and I'm going to be reading a AI generated text to him, based on just random sentences and things that I'm coming up with on the fly. So he's just going to be trying to focus on whatever the heck it is he's doing and not what I'm saying.
Not easy. Yeah. Thank you for wishing me luck on that. Okay, so I have to have the headphones down as much as possible so I can actually hear what he's saying, but also up enough to where I can actually hear what's going on in the game. So
you don't need to hear what's going on. You can just die a couple times.
Oh yeah, it's totally cool. Yeah. Just to add some extra difficulty, I'm gonna go on heroic. Yeah. Grunt funeral. Boom.
I don't remember what any
explosion radius increases by ×2. Grunts die in a blaze of glory and plasma.
Oh, right.
Grunt headshots lead to glorious celebrations. Oh, yeah, I love this one. Punching games makes them drop grenades, beat them till candy comes out. Every time you respawn a random... Yeah, you know what? Yeah, screw it.
Let's just do some fun...
Yeah, let's do it. Dead!
Let's do it.
Warning, if you continue, you lose any saved progress from your current mission. Continue? Yeah, I don't fucking care.
Considering you don't remember where you were. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember where I was, so it doesn't freaking matter.
Alright. So. Quoting Tiberius from earlier, our starting sentence is, "I have no idea," said Tiberius.
We're coming in too fast.
Well, that's an interesting addition to that sentence. We're coming in too fast after I say I have no idea.
Don't interrupt me, God.
I know! We're gonna die!
Alright, it's also gonna be me trying to keep a game face on while this is all happening.
Are you alright? Can you move?
Aw, look at all those corpses. That's unfortunate. Alright.
Oh.
So.
The others.
I have no idea, said Tiberius, but we can tell how well you can find people by seeing where they end up. The shuttle still had the power to pull itself along, so I took a look at where we were going. We were heading straight for a mass of birds near the southern edge of the circle, so I suggested to Fohi and Bianca that we stop and attack them. Fohi grinned and agreed, but Bianca was still a little afraid. We're gonna die. I was not looking when I said that.
Good call. Good call.
Just try not to get killed when we fight the birds, okay? She scowled. Just you wait, said Fohi. I'll be able to take out a whole flock. Just you wait. And then we'll have bird-sized weapons. You'll just die, she yelled. Not from a bunch of birds. No, because these birds are good. You'll see. It's like the Amazons and horses, man. No, horses, not like domesticated horses. We're talking battle horses here. Get out of here, Fohi, before you wake the whole island up, yelled Peter, whoever this person is. I was trying not to laugh, but I was really curious about what our inept warrior boy had in mind. That is an accurate statement. Geez, I hope you're not serious, I said, trying not to laugh harder at the fact that he'd gone and referred to our friend Peter as a horse. Apparently Peter is the horse. That's an interesting note.
Well, refer to him as a horse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ha, just humor me, he said, still frowning. Okay, well, it'll be like the Amazons and horses. We'll be the horses, you can be an Amazon, and we can battle birds. And who's going to be the horse? I asked, wondering how the bird warriors were going to play into all this. I will, he said, finally smiling and breaking into a little giddy giggle. Okay, can you handle a horse? Yes, I can. And that guy just teabagged you. You got teabagged by an AI. I've been on them before, said Bianca, a big smile crossing her face. And you were on them? I asked, confused. Yeah, in an amusement park in Seoul.
You mean Seoul?
Seoul, right. I
Yeah.
always say that wrong. Remember how there were all those mini horse rides? So apparently our friend Bianca here is comparing mini horses to like actual horses. Sure, I remember. Those are the Korean ones. Not like the wild ones in India or the little ones in freak shows. They have the bigger ones over there, but I was on the mini ones. I nodded. It had been a fun day, actually. She was right. These are all, like, broken up in individual lines.
Also, we will have to do a different sentence at some point.
Yes.
After a while, it will just cut you off.
Yeah. I remembered her getting on this little horse that was the size of my thigh, and then getting off it and actually smiling and clapping her hands in excitement. It was cute. And who's going to be the Amazon? Oh, I will, said Bianca, nodding her head vigorously. The bird women aren't going to be very tough against an Amazon. I'll stop there on this one because I don't think I could stand much more of horse
Bianca?
warriors and bird Amazons and Amazon horses and whatever the heck is going on here. Mario, Luigi, Sonic, and Tails all sat together on the beach. It was later that Mario discovered that the beach in World 2 was the longest he'd ever been on. I don't remember if there's a water level in World 2 original Super Mario Bros. He kept on searching and even found Link's sword and a fire flower. Yeah, somehow it gets Nintendo references. That's
Yeah,
weird.
it gets it really well. It's kind of weird.
I'm gonna be back later. Thybul called. Or
Who?
Tybul? Thybulle.
Thybuli?
Tybul? Tybul? Thybul?
Thybuli?
Alright, Bowser laughed. I'm gonna go get some sun and enjoy the sights. I have to continue generating already. See you later. The rocket landed, the soldiers went into their rooms, and a parachute appeared and he pulled it on. So what shall we do? Kirby asked as they landed on top of a cave and sat in the shade. Ah, perfect, Bowser chuckled. What say we have a game? The two started to play golf. The two played on the large golf course and soon got to the 18th hole. Well, this is actually kind of cute. We've got Mario, Luigi, Sonic, and Tails all enjoying a time on the beach. Mario's just running around, having a good time finding the Master Sword and a Fire Flower, and now Bowser and Kirby are playing golf.
Not bad.
You have one putt left, Bowser said. What do you say? They both walked up to the 18th hole and looked at the green. There was a giant gecko-looking lizard in a suit holding a club.
There's a what?
There was a giant gecko-looking lizard in a suit holding a club. Okay, now take your putt, Bowser said as the two took their putts. Kirby and Bowser turned around and noticed they had a new roommate. And then exploded in shock.
I'm not going to get past this level.
The three looked and noticed they were on the cover of the newspaper. They got off the couch and ran to the phone. Oh my goodness, I have to go, Jake said.
Who's Jake?
I don't know.
They must be looking for survivors. I recommend immediate evasion.
Stay out of trouble and I'll be home soon. Good luck, Mom, Jake said as he hung up the phone. Now what can I do for you? I'm getting more and more... I almost want to see if this just keeps generating new people.
Yeah, I think it does.
Because, like, we had Mario, Luigi, Sonic, and Tails to start, and then it just picked up only on Mario, and then we had Bowser and Kirby, and now I think Jake's supposed to be their new roommate? Okay, when I first got home, I saw a bald guy knocking on your door, Brock said. He said you guys were back and I had to call for you. So I went to grab the newspaper, and when I saw it was you, I fell to the floor. Brock blushed. No, that's not what I meant, Brock said. When I saw that you guys were on the cover, I thought about what I did, and I realized what I did to you. I didn't mean to do it. Don't worry, it's fine, Brock said. So now we had just Brock having a conversation with himself. Sorry about the cough there.
That's,
But what are you doing here, he asked. I figured the bald guy you were talking to would tell you to come home. That's cool, he said. Well, what are you guys doing up there, Brock asked. I figured that after I got home we could go out and play, Jake nodded. Sounds good. But we have one thing we need to do first, Jake said. We need to ask some questions. We found some pictures of you. Do you know who they belong to? Brock, you gave us a little more information than we should have, Jake said, but we'll get there. I have no idea where this is going, and I don't want to know anymore.
Do you need to change it?
Yeah.
I think you need to change it too.
Now that we're generating link of 1,000 to start, we can, not have to generate so often, and it's not going to get quite so off tangent.
Wow, I made it past the first section.
Congratulations. That one was less distracting.
For
Restart.
now. Try again.
Oh, this is beautiful. This is...
Oh
Just
no.
chef's kiss. Delightful. Master Chief hopped onto the big rock. Take it easy, dog team, he said with his reassuring voice. He's not calling us dogs, like that's the name of the team, is dog team.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, I replied. Go, Captain, Master Chief said, then jumped off the rock. It was not go, Captain. That was go, Captain. He ran up the side of the hill. Behind him, we saw the chief running down the hill. He had fallen down some of the rocky steps, which were overgrown with trees. Keep going, I said to the chief, who was on his way down the hill. No, he said, I am not a better leader than you. Oh, Master Chief, how flattering.
What's going on?
Yes, you are, I replied. You just get up there and do it. I couldn't stop the sadness of his words from my mind. Aw, apparently that made me sad. I walked over to the hill. The rocks and ice were worn smooth from the actions of dozens of Marines and sailors climbing over and under them. I was excited about seeing the Grand Canyon. That's just a sentence in there, just completely on its own.
I am having such a hard time following this right now.
As you should, because I'm reading it and having a hard time following it. I climbed up the frozen hill. I looked down. The rock walls of the canyon were around 50 feet below me. There were a few clusters of different colored boulders. The sun was already high above the rim, looking back to where we had come from. I kept going. My uniform pants were frozen to my legs. Ow! My uniform pants were frozen to my legs? Ow! It was hard to climb. The solid ice was hard against my boots. Just climbing up solid ice.
Why?
I don't know. I guess this hill that's overgrown with trees is also completely frozen. I was tired from all the running I had been doing with Boomer and the others. Boomer's capitalized like a name. I kept going, focusing my mind on the climb, and looked down at the chief again. This is awesome, I said. Really? The chief replied. I got to the top of the hill. Just below me, I saw someone in the bottom of the canyon. They looked like they were hurt. Maybe it was the chief after he fell backwards down the hill in the earlier part of the story. I couldn't tell if it was a woman or a man, but I hoped it was the woman from the trailer park. Okay. Trailer park girls.
Where did we find it? Okay,
where are you? I shouted.
Yeah,
right
where
here,
are you?
The man said. I'm right here, he shouted back. The woman moved. I could see her looking down at us. I'm on the top of a hill, so unless she is flying, she should not be looking down at us. Are you focusing the camera again?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I just want to be so close to you while you read.
You're so delightful.
Yeah.
She walked up the hill to us. So she's... Oh, we're on some weird MC Escher hill. Okay. Because she can walk down to look up at us. Or look down to walk up. I don't know. Hi, I'm Claire. What's your name? She asked. Brandon, I said. Oh, my name is now Brandon, apparently. Nice to meet you, she said. Brandon, Master Chief shouted. He was up to the top now. He was the last Marine to reach the top. Over here, Claire said. Come on, Master Chief said. He climbed down and ran over to us. But he climbed up to...
MC Escher.
MC Escher Hill, right.
Yeah.
I followed him. We walked up to the man. Hurry up, Claire said. He's got medicine for you. The chief had already picked up the gallon container. We hurriedly turned around and climbed down again. I handed it to Claire. She handed it to the man, who was up where we had climbed down from. Okay. Thanks, he said.
What the hell?
What's your name? Master Chief asked the man. Pete, Pete said. Nice to meet you, Pete, I said. Nice to meet you too, Pete said. I'll come back to see you later, Pete, I said. Good, he replied. We turned to leave, but Master Chief had the other medical kit. He said he's coming back later, Master Chief said, as he quickly stuffed the medical kit in his own pack. Are you going to find anyone else? Pete asked. I'll check the rim, I replied. Do you want me to come with you? No, Pete said. I'm alright. Alright, I said, but I'm going to check the rim for any sign of anyone else. I'm just repeating myself.
He's
now.
not okay. He's had a stroke.
I went over to the edge of the canyon. I could see all the way down to the other side of the canyon. That's not how... What is this MC Escher Hill Land Canyon that we are at? I don't... Okay.
Good to see you, sir. Welcome to the party.
Oh, hi.
We're scattered all over this valley. Called for evac, but
I was...
you showed up.
The ground was a mix of rotting... I gotta start back where I was. I went over to the edge of the canyon. I could see all the way down to the other side of the canyon. The ground was a mix of rock and dirt with some small pools of water. I could see my footprints going down the mountain and back up again, and then down, and then down, and then up, and then down, and then up, and then up, and then down, and then up.
Does it really say that?
No, that was just me complaining about the fact that I can't tell if we're going up or down anywhere. There were footprints all the way down the mountain back to the other side. I looked down. I could see a small red car and some type of trailer. Maybe the trailer park girl was there. That's just me adding stuff in. I can't help but just add weird stuff in that sounds almost like it would be...
Yeah, and that's the thing, is you're adding it in such a way to where I can't tell whether you're actually adding it in or not, or if it's just part of the story.
It's all part of the mystery of the game. There were no footprints leading to the car, and only one footprint leading back up the mountain. I was confused. That is the most accurate statement that this entire thing has ever given us.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Okay. I was confused. I climbed back up to the top of the frozen hill. I didn't see anyone else. I turned around to head back to the rim. Then I saw her, one of the people who had come from the trailer park earlier. She looked scared. She was holding a purse. I'm over here, I yelled. What's your name? I asked. Hi, she said. I'm Emily, I said. I'm Claire. Do you need help? Emily asked.
Yes!
No, I said. Are you alright? No, I am not okay.
No,
Nothing about this is okay. I'm starting over. Master Chief has left the MC Escher Mountain. Just for those people who may not understand, MC Escher is those staircases that loop in infinitely upon themselves. If you ever see artwork like that, that's what we're referring to. It's just a quick shortcut to say MC Escher or something. Aww.
Hey everyone, this is Tyberius. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment if you have any ideas or suggestions for one of our next videos. Also be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified about new content on the channel. Thank you so much again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Have a great rest of the day.